Kaoru Mitoma's second-half winner sent Brighton through to the FA Cup fifth round at Chelsea's expense, with the comeback victory easing the slight pressure on Seagulls manager Fabian Hürzeler. The Seagulls were in the firing line after their dismal 7-0 loss to Nottingham Forest last week and started this cup tie in horrific fashion, with goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen fumbling Cole Palmer's harmless cross into his own net after 5 minutes. Chelsea could have retaken the lead before halftime, but Christopher Nkunku, starting up front with Nicholas Jackson and Mark Guiu both injured, chose to pass to Palmer instead of shoot when through on goal. The England international could only put his headed effort onto the roof of the net. Brighton took their chance after the break, as Mitoma was played in by a delicate rudder pass, the finish even more sumptuous over the flailing Sanchez. After their last defeat against City, Gary Neville accused Chelsea of missing an opportunity at the Etihad, and their FA Cup exit followed the same story. They faced a Brighton side who shipped 7 last weekend, saw their goalkeeper chuck one into his net after 5 minutes on Saturday, and even captain Lewis Dunk came off at halftime to destabilize the Seagulls' backline even further. But Chelsea could muster just one shot on target, which came just 4 minutes in. After scoring 4 in the last encounter between these two, Palmer was nullified. Christopher Nkunku's rustiness was clear to see. His 33 touches was the second lowest tally out of Chelsea's starters. He also failed to have a shot all game. Nicholas Jackson could come back for the next trip to Brighton on Valentine's Day, but even he has gone 8 games without a goal. How Chelsea get out of this rut of not scoring enough and throwing away leads is unclear at the moment. Maresca, Chelsea need to learn to win 1-0. Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca. We started very good. The first half, the only shot we conceded on goal was their goal. We controlled, created some chances. And the second half it was more the same. The only shot on goal was the second goal. After the second goal, we had a few chances to draw it. We missed. But if there is something good after the defeat, is now we can be focused on the Premier League and Conference League. It's a shame, no doubt. But then we see how complicated this competition is. We saw big clubs struggle against Championship, against League One, how difficult it is. It's a big shame for us, but if there's something positive, we can focus on the Premier League and the Conference League. In the Premier League, hopefully we can continue our journey there, which is very good. Hopefully we can finish it well. For me, we need to learn how to win games 1-0. I said that many games, no doubt. But at the same time, against West Ham we were losing 1-0 and then 1-2-1. So I think it's part of the season, it's part of the football. Sometimes you're down and you win. Sometimes things happen like tonight. But for sure, I said to the players many weeks ago and I said it again tonight, in terms of a team, we need to sometimes learn how to win 1-0. Big clubs, they do that. I was just in the locker room and said to them how proud I was of how they bounced back, how they reacted after the big loss, and the start today. It's not easy to come back like this, especially after this week. But we all stayed calm. We stayed positive and trusted the process. Today was well deserved and I really liked how they played together, stuck together, how they enjoyed working against the ball and how brave they were in ball possession. It's very important not to overreact in these moments. It's important to trust the process and stay predictable for the team. In the end, they will look at you. So I stayed very positive, calm, and I trusted the process. I didn't overreact. I analyzed it quite honestly, like I did the previous game. After the Nottingham game, there were some reasons why this happened. We always know what potential this squad has. It's about bringing it now more and more consistently. It's not about one game, it's about doing it 2, 3, 4, or 5 games. What's coming up?